When I went to auditions for commercials in Montreal, casting people would say, the producer doesn't want any blacks or any Asians or any visible minorities. Today it's against the law to say something like that, but back then it was so blatant, racism was so blatant in the industry.
A lot of people told me before I got into this that you'll never make it because you're Chinese. You're not going to see a Chinese person on the news or on television. You're not going to make it.
One person on the board actually asked me, is it difficult being in journalism or having chosen journalism because you come from an Asian background?
I was exposed to racism pretty much every day. At one point, I had to move to go to a private school to get away from it.
We just moved to a new house on Shabukto Road, and when we went there, my aunt is black, she's adopted, and my family's native. And I remember somebody in the neighborhood burned a cross on our front lawn.
I remember being introduced to like somebody at work, like who was in like a position of power or whatever, as, you know, here's Ryan, our urban ear. And it's like, well, why can't I just be the DJ? Why can't I just be the guy, like the music guy? Why do I have to be urban? Like, and let's actually be clear, the word urban is only put in so you don't have to say black.
If we want to be very diverse, then we're going to have people from diverse backgrounds working in the industry.
The Canadian Association of Broadcasters looked at just television essentially, and found the incidence of representation in news, in fiction, in current affairs, and documentaries was far lower than the population as a whole. So clearly there's a structural barrier to access to TV for new cultural minorities, and this is something that we really have to fight in this country.
Creating an environment where it would be comfortable for people of diverse backgrounds to want to work. Even looking at what stories are being produced and how they're being produced, which again would determine if someone from the community would want to be involved in that industry. If you're portraying me in a negative light all the time, why would I want to come and work in that industry?
Media and communications training is absolutely invaluable in a career. The training that you're going to be delivering is not going to be on conventional models. It'll have to reach out and be multilingual in some respect initially. It'll have to be in partnership with the community itself, that it has to be multimedia. Large-scale, agile, mobile media.
So there's been a lot of work done. We're not where we need to be, but we're not where we used to be. When it comes to promoting diversity, like the African Canadian Transition Program, First Nations Student Success Coordinators and advisors, the designated competitions. When we're looking at recruiting for any program, is going right into the community.
I think we have to be more flexible in the way that we offer professional training. So part-time ventures. We have to be very careful in terms of prerequisites we require so that we're flexible enough and responding to need.
So, best practices I think works. We don't need to recreate the wheel. An educational institution that has made strides in attracting a specific group, diverse group, into a specific program, looking at that and seeing how we can modify that and adapt that to fit our needs.
The CRTC has to keep diversification, cultural diversification of mainstream media on its agenda.
If we really want to get people from diverse backgrounds in the industry, then we need to step up and create an atmosphere and create a situation where people from diverse backgrounds will want to join that industry.